What's good, everybody? Next, we're back for a different video. Right, it doesn't matter who he is, but he's the reason this little rampage video came out. I usually play battleships just to kind of have fun. That was not a fun experience, so I was like, all right, back to basics. Now, I'll tell you up front, much of the audio, I was playing with friends. Much of the audio is is not appropriate because I was kind of in a bad mood. But we went from tier 3 to tier 7, and I record so much I actually lost the tier 5 round, so that kind of sucks. But you'll see a number of setups, like just constantly setting up these boats. The Arkansas shot in front and behind him and then dead center. He has nowhere to go. And then the Kaiser, I've been leading this whole time, so he's got 2 and a flood, but the match is almost out. So they got that the first round, right? So it was tier 3, first shot out. Wasn't nothing crazy, but we turn it up a notch when we get to the next round, which is the Kamikaze. And here I sped this up, even though this boat is fast. I sped this up because I was like, I don't have the audio, I can't use the audio, so play some music, speed it up, try to keep things still a little interesting. What you'll still be able to take from it is torpedo placement. More than anything, I'm firing before they get to certain locations because boats are going to change speed anyway. I'm preparing for how they may try to avoid us. Now you'll notice I'm about to get first blood. We'll wait for it. And a double strike. So this boat, I love this boat. It has such a high reload rate, and the torpedoes go 72 knots or 71 knots. These things are it's a sniper rifle. I love this boat. So still just sending presents to everybody who wants to sign for a package while I look for the best possible targets. Now you don't just run into stuff. You gotta pick your targets, play smart, figure out where your team is. I saw that the enemy team is all pooled up over here, so let's go pay them a visit, right? I keep seeing how I keep checking the angles that these boats are moving in before I shoot, because there's no rush. I'm not spotted. It's all about getting as close as you can without getting spotted, because your torpedoes will spread as they travel in the water. And the more broad your spread is, the easier it is for a smart player to dodge them. Now this guy didn't have anywhere to go. Now on to the Warspite. Hello. Sending everybody gifts. If everybody wants to sign for a package, who am I to say no? Signing for packages. So up to 4 kills again in this boat. Looking for that Kraken now. Now that I realize there's 4 boats left. I mean, that I knocked out 4 boats. It's a matter of, can we get it? Because I already had some ice in my veins. I was a little hot. Now this guy, he's not trying to run into torpedoes. He's in the middle of a duel, so he's also he's changing directions, trying to fight the ship right in front of him. So hitting a target like that is a little bit trickier. I could have, in retrospect, sent a lot of broad torpedoes, but you see that would have wiped him out. I'm not trying to get one hit on this guy. I'm trying to wipe him out. But he ends up killing my buddy, and somebody gets a fire on him, so couldn't get the Kraken. But 4 kills, 117. It's respectable. Next round was a tier 5. I can't remember. I think it might have been a Fubuki, but it's lost to the ether. So we have the terrible. I love this boat, but it's wacky. You see, you have front left and a front right torpedo launcher and a rear torpedo launcher, which means you can only launch torpedoes twice on one side or the other. You have to alternate, so it's almost like dancing. And this boat is extremely fast, so even in fast forward, it's just faster. This boat's insane to watch. But you get the idea. I swear, there's this whole series of events was brought on by getting triggered by just like a not fun game. So I'm sharing that with everybody, and I figure, you know, it's a good environment to share with you guys. We all have fun, right? And so, still, just trying to map out which target to hit. I saw the mass over there, so I didn't rush straight over there because I'm like, that boat has sonar. So I'm trying to get as close to the synop as possible. I'm not gonna be able to get more than a certain number of shots on him. Got him out of there. Now we have this Fuso, but the plane spotted me. Let's see what we could pull off. I got hit a bit. Fuso got me a bunch. Then the Gato hit me a couple times. But now I left some presents for him. You signing for a package? They live on. Yes. There we go. There we go. Shh. Good night. Go to sleep. I guess he wanted to sign for a package. But that was cool. That mouse was AFK, so that sucks for them. He could have really helped change the direction of that match. Now on to the tier 7. I mean, we just rolled right through. These are back-to-back rounds. So we got to the tier 7, and this map is a tricky one for destroyers because there's a lot of enclosed spaces with high islands, so battleships can get in closer than normal on some of these matches, which is cool because I like that, because that means ships can't just hide. Now we're gonna meet our first target in a second. Hello. They had a Z23 and a Z39. So this guy pops his sonar, and so, but he still gets hit by them torpedoes. Now these may be screamers. I'll know. Yep, those are screamers. Because my range, if they weren't, would have been 11.6. Now he's a Z23. He is trying to torp me instead of just shoot me, which is awkward. Sure, he was gonna die either way, but smart play, and that's why I'm reversing the way I was, is because I would have just reversed through his torpedoes. You know, like I would have just driven backwards through them and dodged them. But smart play would be still fire your gun, throw off whoever's looking at you, so that you can probably get a torpedo off without them really thinking you got a torpedo off. They'll see shots coming off of your ship. Otherwise, you just sit in there doing nothing, and they'll just think you're turning it. You know, you're trying to torpedo them. Just a method of catching people off guard. Well, luckily I didn't shoot torpedoes at him. Now that one of my buddies is in here, Nathan, and he was in a division, and so I think he's in a Bismarck. So now it's a matter of going in and seeing if we could mess with him a little bit, just for shits and giggles. But there are a number of ships in the way, so that formation they have right there couldn't have gotten through all of those ships very comfortably. And I have great detection range, but that would have been, I have great concealment on this. Like 4.8 is nothing to nothing to really like, you know, it's serious. But the shores, that would have been a serious problem up close. Talking about up close, I ran right into the Nisa, right? And so this guy, he also was not expecting to see me, so I was able to get a torpedo off on him, and I still have my other torpedo loaded. Mind you, you see, I just used my torpedo instant reload thingy because I hold on to it. It's a just in case. So I got the Nisa. I didn't even need to do it, but it was a fail-safe in case. See, that's why I didn't want to get close to the shores. That radar is brutal, or sonar, whichever. Either way, I know it's detection. So let's see. So Nathan just killed my buddy. So I'm like, oh, he's right here. So see Nathan. I know he knows I'm here, so we're gonna have some fun. Now there's 4 boats left. I got what, 3 kills so far. Now normally when it's like friends involved, we'll usually try to like knock out other boats or go at them first. It's either or. Either it's but he's pushing into my location, so you know, that's how that goes. Plus he killed my buddy hull crushing, so we had to nice. Good game, bro. Good game. Alright, so this whole time still plotting on these other 2 boats, because we already saw where they were. There's a Fletcher and a Monarch. Now the Fletcher, like I'm close to this Monarch, but I'm still not firing my gun. There's no point. But I will shoot at this Fletcher. I wanna put these torpedoes out on the Monarch before letting the Monarch know I'm here. So the Fletcher, oh I'm sorry, could very well murder this boat. So I had to make sure I played that as safe and smart as possible, because I have almost no health. Now this boat knows that I'm here. He pops his plane, and it's a matter of how can I get this kill? How can we do it? So I try to set him up. You see he's turning, so, and I know these are the Screamer torpedoes, so I'm trying to let them catch him as quick in his motion as possible. But that boat is maneuverable. Who would have thunk it? That's a pretty maneuverable boat right there. So as we let these torpedoes reload, try to get another angle on this guy, see if we can be the ones to take him out the game. I was trying to take everybody out for like 4 matches in a row. So it's like, let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, 5 matches in a row. So got this Monarch. He knows that I'm out here, so he's doing everything he can. He got hit with 1. My second set was put there for his escape route, and we got him. So that was a dope round. Shout out to everybody who participated. We had 2 good for COD in there. Had Hull Crusher, had Nathan. So that was a fun series right there. I mean, it was, when it started, I was very angry. By the time it was over, it was pretty fun, man. It was a good run overall. Now hopefully you guys got something useful out of that. If not, that's okay. I mean, it was all about having a good time and showing you guys that we just have fun together. So if you enjoyed that, hit the like, subscribe, follow, catch us on Twitch. All the links are in the descriptions below.